Last time on RPG Pals, a lot of things happened. Some of them occur. He made a new friend who's looking for someone and offering money. Also, there were dogs at breakfast. Also, there were books at breakfast. One of those books had poured in the morning. That's what happened last time.
Oh my god, Jack Black is here!
Wow, what a get, Luke.
Yeah, well, Jack and I have been looking for a project to collaborate. Yeah, it's me, Jack Black. I'm gonna slap my stomach.
Okay, that's a deep pull to Orange County era Jack Black, but I dig it.
Look, once you're Jack Black, you're that forever. That's the curse.
Yeah, well, you know.
He's looking for a new Jack Black host.
Here's the thing. Jack Black has to go on some Jack Black adventures. I'm going to go to a place where everybody else is really small, and then a place where everybody else is a lot taller than me.
Classic Jack Black.
I'm going to get some kids hooked on raisins.
Yeah.
Just keep pulling backwards and forwards. We
Yes. Are we gonna make a Biodome reference next? I'm not sure.
Cable guy.
Yes.
Cable guy.
Oh.
Pull them all out of the place.
X-Files episode.
Oh yeah, that was a good one though.
Was it?
Remember that one time a guy who served on Obama's government was in a really bad episode of Buffy? Mars Attacks!
No?
No.
Why did Jack Black just leap out the window?
Oh god.
Yeah, he's
shouting Mars
gone,
Attacks.
and we certainly can't hear him anymore.
He's got YouTube things to film.
Yeah, he's got Eagles Hot
His
Wings.
YouTube vlog where he embarrasses his kids.
It's great.
Jack Black just texted me DPS.
Oh no.
All right, well, we need a tank and support.
Astute listeners will be able to tell when this was recorded.
I don't get the reference.
Jack, I am really happy that you were able to come onto the podcast. Thank you very much.
Such a brief moment.
Yeah, that was Luke dictating the text that they were sending to Jack Black.
Now, let's get that music rolling. RPG Pals.
I'm Gina Dazer. I play Navenia Drexel, and no one else, because I'm only that person. I am a sorcerer bard, and only those two classes. Regular person. I go by they, them, they go by they, them. Just like a person.
Hi, I'm Madison Rowan. I go by Cheer. And I play Koyos, the big crocodile druid man who goes by he, him, I guess. I've decided to make this as complicated as possible and play a character that does not match my own identity. Hooray!
Oh my. You binarist baby.
I am just a weebab. Alongside my character, I have the best dog. It's Barry. Yay!
Hey.
One dog 5 times. Hold on. I'm sorry. To fit with the theming. One dog 5 times. What is the secret of your power?
There we go.
Bow, 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 bow.
Just the deepest Jack Black pulls. Dog-based this time.
Still thinking about the X-Files episode. A really good episode.
Jack Russell Black. I already got there.
The Foo Fighters has learned to fly video.
There it is. I'm Sam. I'm Sam, and I was in Time Bandits. I also use they them pronouns, and I play Kier, the warlock warforged hexblade who uses he they pronouns.
And I'm Eric. I play Oi, the crust punk drow monk. And Jack Black was also in an episode of The Simpsons where he played a cool comic book shop owner.
Oh God, that was the one that had Daniel Klaus and Art Spiegelman and Alan Moore.
Yeah, that was that one.
Oh boy.
Oh, wow,
And comic book guy gets married at the end, or was that another? No.
that was another.
That's
one.
another one.
Okay. My name is Gar Atkins, but you can call me Sahoni. I use he, him, and I play Dodger, a cleric of sorts who is also a wolf boy of sorts. And I really liked that Jumanji movie that came out recently. He was really fun in that.
Yeah.
Making a sequel to it.
Yeah.
It's a good
It
movie.
was such a fun little goof movie.
Yep, and I'm Luke, your game master. Anybody remember Computer Man?
Welcome to our Jack Black podcast.
Yes, Jack Black podcast. Well, his greatest accomplishment was that time he was part of the Aquabats Kickstarter to help us get more Aquabats movies and TV shows.
The McElroys are gonna be on the new season. I'm so excited.
And Mega 64.
Oh, it's so good.
Anyway, yeah, well, I guess we're here to play Dungeons and Dragons. All right,
And not
let's get rolling, kids.
I liked him as R.L. Stein in Goosebumps.
I specifically don't like that movie, so...
Oh, that movie was so much better than it had any
Oh,
right to be.
no, it was bad?
Really was.
That's a bad... We should talk about this later. Anyways.
Yeah, and then the second one was weird.
What's the over-under of Jack Black being in Psychonauts
50-50.
Oh,
2?
gotta
Yeah.
have a cameo. We gotta
Yeah.
have him and Rage Cage. We can't do this. We can't.
we gotta
Damn it.
stop.
Play Brutal Legend. Okay, you're done.
He can't rewind.
I can't hear anyone.
That too was a movie.
All right, so we had Koyos, I believe, was going to go to the dog park. Kier has Kier business. And then Oi, Navinia, and Dodger, are you going to be in band practice?
Dodger's gonna be listening to band practice, but he's specifically waiting for the guy to come visit today.
Adele.
Yeah. Well, I don't know the guy's name.
I told you his
Okay.
name.
Okay. Then
Did you?
I'd Swan to John. I did. Okay, folks, go to tape.
I've never heard that phrase before.
Tip to tape, you did. Yep.
I will take that as a yes. But yeah, Dodger's going to be reading his newfound book obsession while listening to band practice and waiting for the guy to visit.
Okay,
Adele.
yes. Well, we will go to the dog park first.
Excellent. I also do.
That's what people want.
Yeah.
Remember that I was supposed to be asking something, but I'm a little bit more excited about dog park than remembering what I was supposed to be asking.
Okay. I'm already Googling Adele songs, so.
Good.
Well, I mean, you're just gonna wait for this guy, go to the detective, and then you'll be chasing pavements.
Yeah. I mean, unless I give up before then.
Adele!
All right, so dog park. Koyos, would you have asked how to get to the dog park first, or?
I think what would have happened is Koyos was so excited he would have gathered all the dogs and everything he would need for the dog park, and then realized he didn't know how to get there and would ask before actually leaving.
Fair enough. So would Navinia have given directions to the dog park?
Oh, yeah, I think I would have just pointed them at the closest green space.
Yes, that's a dog park.
Yeah. I've seen a dog there. I'm sure that's where they go.
Yeah, actually, if you head north, there's a park on Thunderstaff Way.
Perfect.
Yes.
And so, roll me a check to control those dogs, animal handling.
That's a 16 total to handle my dogs.
Yeah, you got those dogs on a comfortable leash, not necessarily a short leash.
So by the time you get there, are your dogs barking?
I mean, it's like 3 blocks.
I don't think they're quite barking. These dogs are barking.
I'm so glad we're doing this joke.
For Koyos, less possible that it would be a joke or aphorism. but more just a statement of fact that the dogs he has are barking.
The dogs,
Yeah.
in fact, are just barking. He would not know what that statement was.
That's what I was asking. I don't know what everyone's talking about.
That was a joke. Are the dogs actually barking?
Yeah, so you arrive there, and there is actually one other dog who's currently walking around in the park.
Is it a dog with a person, or?
No, it's just a loose dog.
It's your dog now.
The Pokemon Wild encounter music starts.
Bum, 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 bum.
It's like
There
playing on
it
a
is.
dog keyboard.
Yes. No, there's a big keyboard on the ground that the dog is jumping on. Come on, let's not be ridiculous.
All
Yeah,
right,
like in the movie Big, which Jack Black did not appear in.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
but
all
he
the
was in
worst
Gulliver's
for it.
Travels where he was big.
Right.
All comes back around.
All right, so roll me a nature check to see if you can figure out what this dog is.
A nature check.
Is dog?
Is doing or just is? Is
Is
dog?
Is dog?
I am dog.
Might be dog.
That's a 7.
You aren't entirely sure what this dog is doing, so how are you approaching this dog? The other dogs have all 4 of them are sitting and watching you approach this dog. It is black with a sort of lighter muzzle.
I'm going to take out one of the pieces of treat meat that I have most definitely been saving for the dog, and put it in my hand and hold it out to the new dog.
Roll animal handling.
Come here, puppy. It's a 17.
Bum. Yes, you have acquired Ozzy, a dog who was submitted by Kaomi Latoro.
Oh, I'll have to tell KO.
Ozzy. I love that name. That's adorable.
Ozzy's a very good dog.
This dog's some good pets.
I need a link to this dog.
I am posting one in the Twitter. Thank you for submitting dogs.
Oh.
Aww.
Oh.
Got the weights on his muzzle. You know, dog.
Oh, what a good...
And Koyos.
Yes.
After acquiring this dog, is there anything else you would like to do?
Yes, get to a more central part of the actual park, and
The park?
yes, the more central part of the park, and get some sticks to play with my dogs.
Yeah, I mean, it is not a major park or anything. It's sort of just like, oh, hey, there is some nice green space between these buildings and some trees.
Like a community garden sized
Yeah.
thing.
Like, just enough to let them kind of, like, roam around and explore outside. Alright, that
Yes.
works. Let the dogs get a good sniff.
So we then cut over to... let's go to Kerr first, because I have a feeling the band practice will take up most of the rest. And Koyos will eventually get back to that.
Right. Well, I'm meeting Corlia at the prescribed location?
Yes, it's a small coffee house that is not named, like there's no sign for it on the outside, but you were given the street corner.
Well, how fashionable. This is certainly mysterious. And I go in.
There's only one other person who is currently sitting there, and she is holding a mug that has 5 faces on it. That looks to be available in a Redbubble shop. Product placement. No, Corlia is drinking out of a mug, and she nods as you come in.
Corlia? Yes?
Yes, and you're the Zentarum I was looking to hire.
Yes, of course. Ms. Rostov, my name is Kier, and I extend my hand very gracefully and graciously.
She meets your hand and shakes it confidently.
What a shake you have there. May I sit?
Yes. We are here to discuss business, and if there's one thing that I'm about, it is handling things in a professional manner.
I like you. No, I pride myself on my professionalism as well, so it appears that you've come to the right place.
Yes.
Now, may I ask, did you ask for me by name, or was I suggested?
You were suggested. I was told that someone with your artistic background, or who is known to associate in artistic circles, might have music ability?
Well, they assumed right. I have quite the voice, if I do say so myself.
It is rather smooth.
You should hear the notes. Well, Corlia, I have something to confess. This battle that you're in. You may not have characterized it as such, but the Battle of the Bands, yes?
Yes.
I'm afraid I live with the people that you're facing. I just want my cards on the table so you understand where I'm coming from. I'm not any less devoted to the cause here. You've hired an agent of the Zentarum, and by God, we get the job done.
Yes, and I would like to make sure that win this tournament. That way I am able to deny Perben Torstock and all of his associates their guild licenses.
Yes, of course, Perben. Now, is it so important that his associates lose their opportunity as well?
If they are willing to stand by his side, then yes.
Well, I certainly can't fault you for sticking with principles. You're a woman of station, and you certainly got there by such behaviors, I'm sure. I kind of have a crooked smile on that. But, well, I'll say this. I have no affection for Perben. He is a non-entity as far as I'm concerned. A blank slate. But
That is exactly what he is.
easy to project onto, I would imagine. But his associates, I'm afraid I'm a bit fond of them. And in the interest of the holiday, it is Sornin after all. We have entered a business relationship. I'd just like to discuss our terms.
All right, go ahead.
I have been brainstorming a bit, and well, wouldn't you just appear so magnanimous, so stately, if you were to, after a crushing victory, in which there is no question who the possessor of the greater musical skill is, you were to offer them their licenses anyway, recognizing their talents and what they can bring to the Bardic Guild. How does that strike you?
To all of them.
Well, to a couple of them, say the Drow and the Human? Navinia, them.
She takes a deep sip. I understand that you associate with these people for reasons that I frankly do not understand and do not care for. If they were no longer associates with Perben, then I would not be forced to deny them their applications for their association with Perben Torstock.
Well, that may bring me to my next suggestion. I was suggested to you, that is, for my musical ability. I'm afraid that's not why I'm typically employed. Now, what if, hear me out, you were to give them their licenses as a means of consolation? After Perben was found in his home.
No, he needs to live with his mistakes.
I see. That's something I do very well myself, but I understand your tenor here, to borrow a musical term. Well, if my other skill set is off of the table, then I suppose that this is where we are.
Yes.
You have my voice and my tongue.
Do you have a tongue?
No one, and I gesture to my face, no one knows what's happening here.
She shudders a bit. I have booked a space for the next 2 nights leading up to this, so we can practice if you need. Is there any particular genres of music that you're familiar with? I am a classically trained musician. I am a lutist.
I prefer the classics myself. I am known to dabble in your operas, though Morn had me in a deliciously subversive chorale once, but I get the feeling that's not really your fashion.
It is not.
We'll stick to the classics then, won't we? Yes, as for the night, I am afraid my employers have me on business in the dark, deep evening. But would this be early evening, late afternoon that you're thinking?
Around this time of day.
Works for me. And thank you for patronizing these Zentarum. We tend to reward those who give us continued patronage.
I appreciate that, and I assume that after this, it would be my goal to no longer require your services, but I am happy to know that a service such as the Zentarum does exist.
Yes, and specifically the services which I provide, which are if I may say so myself, quite effective and, to some, quite hard to detect. I do hope that we can come to an agreement which benefits my associates, and if not, well, then I do hope that the next time you see me is to acquire my services once again.
That sounds like a plan. Have a wonderful day, Kier.
And you as well. And I keep on a little fake smile and make my way out, and as soon as I'm out of the building, I just drop it, blank face, and make my way back to the manor.
Okay. Ba-da-da-da-da. We cut back to Dodger, who's currently waiting for the door.
Yeah. Well, I'm listening to band practice too, which I don't know how that sounds.
Well,
but-
we should roll and find out how that sounds.
Yep, roll me some performance checks.
All right. 22.
A 24.
Oh, so it sounded pretty rad. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's solid enough.
Can I imagine you're playing like a bunch of power chords and I'm just like dancing around you with the lute and my 4-stringed.
Yeah, like rhythm and lead guitars or lute, I guess.
Yeah.
I've been basically between reading chapters, I've been doing stuff around the bar just to try to kind of clean it up or make it look nicer. Because it's work and someone's got to do it and we got to find time to do it and might as well do it now.
Also, I just want to say, I've been telling always like, now, I know the Yawning Portal. We don't want to go in there playing a bunch of classic nonsense. We want something the people love. Something to get your blood pumping, to get the booze flowing and the dancing started.
Yeah.
Yes. None of this boring, it's a tradition of 100 years ago.
Right, exactly.
The ancient scrolls have been deciphered. But gross. History. No thank you. Yes.
But a knock does come at the door.
Okay.
All right. Dodger's gonna pull on his cloak and answer the door. Hello?
And in front of you is a tiefling whose ears are sort of burning in flame.
And I play my lute. Da-da-da-da.
Yes, I'm sorry, I'm looking for Kier. I was looking for the down payment on the load repair that he was supposed to be taking out.
Whoa.
I missed that. What was that?
I'm looking for the loan down payment. He had requested a
Dodger.
reasonable.
Dodger looks very concerned about this. He's like, can you give me a second?
He shut the door and leave him outside.
Yeah, just close the door, and he just like stomp, going down the stairs. He's like, there's a guy at the door looking for a bunch of dragons for a loan?
Boom. Who? What?
I don't know. Did someone talk to a bank?
Is it who? Who's it for?
Kier.
Well, that's not none of us. I do not know who we are. I'm Nevenia.
But yeah.
This is Oi.
Okay. Yeah, but did you talk to him about any of that?
Banking?
I mean, he probably talked to some guys about getting our dog adventure cafe thing going, but I didn't think he committed to anything yet.
Yeah, I didn't sign anything.
Wait, I did. At that point, Dodger goes back upstairs. And then he opens it up, looks very calm. Calm as can be, and says, Kier's not here right now. Can I take a message?
You notice that, like, as he was doing that, he was sort of twiddling his thumbs, but one of his thumbs is missing.
Ooh.
And he just looks up. I suppose so. If he is looking, Sornin would be the best time. Are you part of his business associating here for refurbishing this establishment?
At that, Dodger kind of leans back and goes, I don't know if we go so far as say associates, but we're definitely working together.
Are you with him in the Zentarum?
It's like, hold on, close the door, Catherine.
Dodger's gonna is very clearly laughing at that. No. Are you?
No.
Seems like
I am
something a Zentarum would say.
I am a legitimate bank officer. Do you need to see my badge?
I mean,
And
I
your
wouldn't
gun.
say no.
He pulls out a medallion that is for the Waterdeep Bankers Guild.
Okay. The Dodger's like, all right, yeah, cool. Well, I'll take a message.
Yes, tell him that he has until the end of Sornin to get me the down payment, otherwise he will not be able to get that loan. At that rate.
End
much is it?
of Sornin.
Find out how much it is.
How much is it?
Is a 150 gold piece down payment.
Oh, what? Oh, okay. At this, Dodger goes, give me a second. And then closes the door. And it goes back downstairs. It goes, it's a 150 gold payments. It was for the whole building,
How
the
many
loan, the repair.
150 payments? Like, what's the total divided by 150?
No, I think it's 150 gold for the thing.
For the down payment.
Yes,
So it's more than that.
That sounds like a lot.
Is it?
I definitely got more than that when we did the bar thing. You know, the metal bars from the sewer.
Oh, right.
Oh, right. The bars. Oh.
We got
I thought you meant the tavern. Like, this really.
yeah. When we got the shiny rocks for the other rocks. I mean, what am I saying? We traded in the bars for the money.
Yeah, sweet.
Okay. Should I just give it to them?
Sit on this barrel. No.
Okay.
He has until the end of Sornin. Don't just give people who come to our house and ask for money. That's how you get family. Nobody wants that.
I don't know how banks work. I'm poor.
Good.
Oh
It's fine. Here. Give them a silver for their troubles, and I take out my coin purse and I open it up, and it's all gold. And there's like a single silver around the top, and I pull it out.
Hold on, and it just sounds like someone digging in a Lego top.
Yeah, like when you shake a full piggy bank. Here, give them a silver for their troubles. Say Kia will be back in the next couple of days, and you'll pass on the message.
Okay.
Okay, you can do this.
And then he goes back upstairs.
I think when you open the door this time, Koyos and all 4 dogs are also waiting.
Kier will be back in a few days, and here
A few days?
at most.
You hear on the wind?
At most. Here, a silver for your troubles. And I'm doing like my best Navinia impersonation.
Oh, buddy. Oh, boy.
Oh no.
Call them darling.
He like looks you up and down. He looks Koyos up and down. He looks at each of the 5 dogs that have been waiting and like nipping at him and have been like pawing for attention.
This is what you're supposed to do, give you silver, right?
Yep. He takes it. Thank you.
And at that, Dodger gives like 2 thumbs up and just kind of slowly walks backwards back into the house.
He starts to do the same thing, backing up, and that is when he turns and bumps into a person wearing black metal armor.
There's a lot of things happening on this porch today.
Oh, I am sorry. It's fine. I am leaving. Have a wonderful day at this building.
That's an accurate description.
Yeah.
Sure is.
And so, Koyos, there is now a person who is shorter than you in black metal armor at the door with you. Dodger, did you close the door?
No.
He was like just outside of the frame.
But yeah, no, but I am near the door frame kind of watching to see the guy. I'm like half the face is profiled in it.
You're for the best adventurers.
I am looking for Kier.
Again? Kier's not here right now.
Oh, I am Adele Strongbarrel. I was told he might be able to help me find something.
Dodger opens up the door and it's like, oh yeah, Adele. Hello.
told us about
Am
that.
I allowed to come in?
Yeah, come on. I'll help you find stuff.
It is not a good business practice to have people. And he starts looking at you.
We're not quite fully open yet.
Yes. Oh, but are you? I sense something about you. Yes. You have, energy around you.
I call that depression, but
Yeah.
Oh no! Aw.
No. You have been kissed by the grave.
at that, Dodger kind of like freezes and he says, "Yeah, kind of, I guess." How do
Brother
you
in
know?
arms.
But what?
A brother in arms.
You
I am Paladin.
Dodger is just like, you know that gif of that lady with like the math
Yeah.
swirling around.
The math meme lady.
Yeah, that's very much like, he's just like, wait, this person could sense that they're a paladin, and did you die too?
Well, it's part of job at a certain point.
That makes sense.
Still on the porch.
Yeah, he goes, "Come in,"
Yes.
and kind of gestures, and
And
I imagine like Koyos and dogs also, but I'm not sure.
It's gonna let Adele go in first, and then release his hounds inside and go in.
Okay, Dodger but Dodger's just like, wait, you're a paladin? Who are you a paladin of?
Are you familiar with Merkel?
Ooh.
Am I familiar with Merkel?
Roll me a religion check.
I'm not trained in religion, but I can roll. That's a 5. So no.
You know, he sounds like a pretty cool guy.
Oh shit.
It's like something to do with the life and death domain, but you can't quite.
Yeah, it like.
Did I do that?
Yeah, that's the word I was going.
Urkel.
I'm so glad. Yeah, he really likes cheese, I think. No, I can't say I'm familiar.
Oh, well, are you... He sort of looks at you. Kelemvor, yes?
Yeah.
Yes,
I kind of. It's complicated.
we, make sure people get to him.
I see.
Anyways, yes, I am looking for a friend. Is that music that I hear?
Yeah, a couple of our friends are practicing for a battle band.
It sounds good.
I'm surprised about them being good.
Oh yes, it is always awkward if your friends are in a band and you do not enjoy their music, and then it is like, do you say something,
Yeah.
or do you
Do you
live and lie?
do you just have to go to all their performances? And they're
Grin
like,
and bear it.
what do you like about it? And you're like, well, the lighting was nice. So you're looking for someone?
Yes, I have a friend in the town, Nikolai.
Nikolai. Can you give me
Nikolai.
Dodger is taking notes on a pad and says, can you describe Nikolai for me?
They are, gaunt complexion, black hair. They have a dark mysteriousness around them.
Sounds like a lot of people. Do you know where the last place you saw them was?
It was Sambar. It was, how do you say, a period of celebration where at the end of it I had far less money and far less memories.
Is this a misconnections thing?
Oh dear.
Not as much. No. It is worrying for a friend.
Uh-huh.
Can we come upstairs?
But if they are...
Dodger kind of places his hands on the table and looks at him. You're not planning on killing this person, are you?
No, it's not their time.
I had to make sure.
Oh, no. If they do not sit me for that sort of thing. And so, Navenia, you come upstairs and see short person in black armor.
Do I recognize them?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's like, come up the stairs and like, hey, Dodger, who's your friend? Oh, it's this friend. Hello. You're Abel, what was it? Sorry.
Adele?
Oh, yes, Adele Strongbarrel. I am looking for a friend, Nikolai. Okay. Yes, it is funny to be looking for a friend, I suppose.
Dodger holds up a pad and says, I have notes.
Good. I would love to see that one. Notes. Let's look at your notes, Dodger, over here by the bar.
Sure, I'm
over here by the bar. Yeah, let's
okay.
Yes.
All right.
Lizard.
I'm discussing something with my okay.
Lizard, what do you do here?
I'm a druid, and I take care of the dogs.
Oh, very precious.
Yes, they're all good boys and girls.
Oh, they are. Oh, I had dog once at a time, and you know what happened.
No, what happened?
They could not travel with me any longer. And so I left them to my brother.
To your brother? Oh, that's good.
Yes. Yes, I believe I need to check on him next.
Well, now that we have this place, we get to keep all the dogs we want, I think. I lost a bunch of dogs when I came here the first time, so I'm trying to find all my dogs again.
Oh no, that is a tragedy. But I believe in you. You have the spirit of one who preserves life.
Aw, thank you. You have...
Be careful how much you do of that.
kind of whiplash on that emotion real fast. Thanks.
So I have my hand around Dodger's shoulder,
Your armor.
which is hard because I'm short-ish. It's weird. Sometimes I'm too short. Anyway, like looking at the notebook, I'm like, yes. I'm like, I know that one. I think they're here for me. What did they tell you?
That they're looking for Nikolai,
Yes.
and they are gaunt and have black hair and a mysterious aura around them.
I was afraid you'd say that.
Yeah, also, they said that I have an aura of the grave around me. and I'm not
Yes.
how
I'm sure we can talk about that later.
Okay.
Are they? Is this? Do they?
Well, it's not murder.
Look over, I'm like, thank the gods, but not that one. Merkel. I have to.
And I wouldn't help them. If it
Look,
was
we've
murder,
known
but
each other a long time. I need to know that I can trust you.
Barely. Dodger's just like, barely, but I guess.
I saved your life, you owe me. Look, sometimes with the use of makeup, I look a little different sometimes. And I have a sibling who I dressed up as once and went out and maybe met this person. Maybe we had a bunch of drinks. Who can remember? I sure don't. So, here's the thing.
I thought it was a misconnection.
It's... No, I wouldn't say that.
Was it murder?
Oh, sweet. Anyways, I need to know why they want to see Nikolai, and
I was trying to figure
but
that
also,
out, but
why they're here in the city. I didn't think they were supposed to be. They were supposed to leave and not be here, and they're here. You see what I'm saying? Okay, you have this. I pat you, and I push the notebook towards your chest. I'm like, I'm gonna go back downstairs, but I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna go downstairs. I'm not gonna go downstairs. I'll be at the doorway.
You hide.
Okay, I hope you guys have fun.
Dodger just kind of raises his eyebrows and nods silently.
Okay, here I go.
Okay.
You kids have fun. Just sneak around the corner.
Yeah. Dodger's gonna come back. It was a payment thing about a previous job. Hey, so why
Yes.
are you looking for this person?
It is not romance misconnection, just It has been a while. I have you ever felt investment in a person's life, and you want them to be sure. You want to be sure that they are doing well. It is like a tree that you plant, and when you come back, you see that tree is growing and blooming.
I'm 16.
Oh, okay. Trees are like
No, I know what trees are.
When one tree loves another tree.
They plant a seed, or several.
He goes, but no, I care about people. Why do you think they are in the city?
Because this was where I met them.
Oh.
I mean, and also, you pray and you find answers sometimes.
Yeah, I know that part. Does your god ever talk to you?
Yes, that is part of my duty, and I can also talk to him.
Hey, how do you do that second part?
Oh, well, it depends on the situation. In times like this, I wait, and I listen, and I talk with my soul, and as he, does this, he crosses his hands, and you see sort of a black miasmic energy starting to pool around his hands.
Oh, that's cool.
As this is going on, Koyos has kind of gathered the dogs and gathered the pots and pans he had brought into the kitchen from the kitchen earlier and is heading
You
down.
see Navenya at the top of the stairs.
Hello.
I just don't move.
Dodger's like, I gotta try to practice that. I just learned how to do this thing where I can point my finger at something and shoot like a ball of light. It's really cool.
Yeah, you keep practicing at it. You want to see what I can do? No, you do not.
Yeah, I got the feeling about that. And he goes, well, anyways, I think I know someone who might be able to help you.
Yes, do tell.
There is a detective who is nearby who is more specialized in this sort of stuff, and we can refer you to them.
Yes, and you would like a referral payment?
I mean, I wouldn't say no, but we will still be working on this, of course, actively. It's just, they might be able to have some information or tips, or, generally know how to walk you through the proper stuff to do in Waterdeep while you're looking for a person.
Well, I appreciate the time. Yes, I appreciate the time that your agency has given me, and tell your friend Kier that I have come by as he suggested. He still has my card for contacting me.
Of course.
And here is your payment. And he puts a large bag that he just pulls, he moves an arm and he just pulls a bag of something heavy in metal and drops it on the table.
Whoa. Okay. Let me show you to the detective at the very least. Dodger's gonna kind of look back towards where, the stairs are and stuff, and just be like, I'm going now. Alright, let's go.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Then Oi would come. Then Oi comes up, and he's hearing all the commotion. Hey, Navenya, what's taking so long? I thought we were.
Just put my hands on your mouth. And don't over there on your face.
What?
My hands are over your mouth.
Okay.
It's one of those things, like in an anime, where I push you against the wall and I put my hands over your mouth, and I'm just standing very close to you.
Okay.
And I'm like, shh. And then I look away, out towards where Dodger is, leading the stranger away that no one knows.
Okay. Oi's just looking back at you, looking back at the doorway as Dodger heads out. Look back at you and just trying to tries to shake what's going on.
Once they leave, I do the whole, oh, thank God. Okay, sorry, I did roughhouse. I'm sorry, I should have asked. So, I like the theater, and sometimes I dress up to go to it. And...
like we did with the opera?
Yes, like with the opera. And somebody who I know is looking for somebody else who's that person that I know, So I didn't want them to see me not dressed up because that's embarrassing. Anyways, we had some sweet jams earlier, huh?
Oh yeah, I'm feeling really good about that.
Yeah, I feel like we could have almost not done better. Like maybe by a point or 3 if there was a scale, but it's really very good.
Yeah, like out of, I don't know, 20 or something.
Yes. I feel like I could have only gotten 1 point better.
You know what? Same here, actually.
I hope we do that well. I mean, I know we're going to work great. Also, Koyos brought the pots and pans. The dogs.
Yes.
I turned around, you're right there.
I'm just at the bottom of the stairs like, pots and pans.
Yay!
Yay.
Yay.
Yes. Anyways.
And the, bag that he left is still on the table.
What's in the
I
bag?
don't know, let's go find out.
What's in the box?
What
So,
world is in that bag? What you got in that bag?
inside you find about maybe 20 shards, a azurite, a blue quartz, a eye agate, 2 lapis lazuli, 3 pieces of malachite, 2 pieces of moss agate, and a tiger eye.
Inside that bag is a down payment.
And we cut over to the detective agency.
Okay, well, I've never been in here myself, but just follow my lead. Dodger kind of shrugs and steps inside.
The pair walked into my office. I had my feet up on the table and a glass of gin in my hand. It had been a gift. The last case had gone sour, but at least the gin went well with that. I looked at the pair. There was a youth, tall, gangly, furry. The other fellow was small, short, but built. Possibly out of metal, possibly out of murder. As I looked at them, I said, "What are you looking for? An opposites convention? Because that happens on the opposite side of town."
Dodger looks around to see if he's talking to anyone first, and then goes, "Oh, yeah, I brought this guy over here. Adele?"
"Oh, yes, I am Adele," he said with a voice that was vaguely nothing as far as the accent, but there was a lot of that accent.
I hate to be turning tables on you, but rumor has it that you're a detective.
Said the genius. "Yeah. What are you looking for?"
Looking for a person.
Well-
A person who gave him a cold shoulder. A person named Nikolai.
"Well, it's spring. Cold shoulders season is over, but I suppose if you're looking for that thaw, I might be able to help you out." Yes, I am looking for friend Nikolai. Pale, gaunt, black hair. My god, the miracle has been bringing me here." "Miracle, huh? Well, I haven't heard that voice in a while. I've sent far too many people to visit with him my own self, but
Water under the bridge,
job is
huh?
a job. 50 gold pieces a day." Yes, I can get that for you easily." He pulled out a bag out of nowhere in particular. I don't want to know where it was or what the stench on it was, but it was strong. Like coffee in the morning, after you'd been beaten halfway down to the pits of hell. "I'll take the case." "Oh, yes, I have paid you money to find a friend, so that is what I expect."
If you ever need help for this case, you know where to find me.
You're part of that gang over by Troll Skull Manor. Looking to start a dog cafe, aren't you?
Well, you know what they say. Coffee tastes good after you've been beaten halfway to the pits of hell. Yes.
You got things to work on, kid. You got a lot of potential in you,
Let him moxie.
but potential ain't enough to get you what you need, when what you need is gumption. Got me, gumshoe?
I got plenty of gumption. I have so much gum that your jaw will start hurting. At this, he's just like turning his back and like peeking through his Carly Cat and the Curse of the Pyramid, trying to be like,
Oh
and then like quickly puts it back in his pocket. You get what I'm saying?
You have to reference.
I do.
Then we're all clear, aren't we? And at that, he's just gonna kind of nod.
He nodded and left as quietly as he could,
Just put.
realizing all the many social faux pas that he
Oh no!
Dodger's head just kind of. One hand is on the frame of the door, and his head just kind of slinks, just sinks a little bit, and just. I'll get better at this.
I could tell from his walk that he wouldn't be sleeping well for another night or two. Haunted. And it would continue on for years.
I am actually.
Coming back at times with no real reason. Just the social faux pas. Even after he had tried and successfully established a friendship. But it would still haunt him.
The only thing I'm gonna be haunted by is ghost, because they really like hanging around me. And I leave.
Nice!
Do you have ghosts? You should really be taking care of ghosts.
Trying?
Well, I appreciate your help, and if you do find Nikolai, let me know. Here is my card.
Dodger's gonna take the card. And he kind of thumbs it over between his fingers and slides it someplace under his cloak.
And after you do that, you notice that he has vanished.
I want to learn how to vanish.
And with that mystery growing, I think it's a good time to end this week's episode.
I am Jean Adaser on Twitter at Adaser, A-D-A-S-E-R, also on various things like Etsy.com/Jean Adaser. No thing. I'm on Patreon, the same place. The Posh Panda and Twitch.tv. And just, look me up. Follow me on Twitter and you'll get all the links through there. Easy cheesy.
I've been Rhythm Bastard. You can find me on my website, rhythmbastard.rocks. Because I rock so hard, I had to put in the URL. You can also find my music at rhythmbastard.bandcamp.com or soundcloud.com/rhythmbastard. And you can also get new music from me every month at patreon.com/rhythmbastard.
All right. I've been Gar Atkins, and you can follow me at Twitter at Sahoni Stuff. That's SAHONI_stuff. I work as a game designer and essayist, and you can buy my work at sahoni.itch.io. That's SAHONI.itch.io. And I promise it's going to get a lot more populated soon.
And I've been Sam. You can find me on Twitter at Frundingloom. That's at FROONDING_LOOM. And you can also hear me on Exiled. That's another actual play podcast that I do with our Game Master Luke, where we jump around the Marvel Universe. You can find that on Twitter at Exiled Podcast or on your favorite podcatcher.
My name's Madison. You can find me on Twitter at QUIPSTERIIKURU, Quipsterikuru. There's a couple links in the description where you can find me elsewhere from there. I don't really have anything to plug. So, off we go.
And I'm Luke, your Game Master. I am online on Twitter at Koltreg, that's KOLTREG. And you can also find me along with being on the XAD podcast and this podcast at Multiversal Q, your guide to the comic book multiverse now in podcast form, which is currently updating every other week as Ultiversal Q. So same title, minus the M at the front, where we are covering every Ultimate Universe story. And by the time you're getting to this, we will have covered some of the really bad stuff, but not the worst stuff. And You can also, just check me out at Coltreg. That's KOLTREG, and at this point we should have a Patreon up, so that will probably be linked somewhere on the website. RPGpals.club is a weekly podcast. If you enjoy the show and can't support the Patreon, please leave us a review. Share what you're thinking. Follow us on Twitter and look for our posts when we just ask for pictures of dogs, because that's how we are populating these dogs that people are sending in. Thank you for listening to the first episode and all of the subsequent episodes, and we will be back on either the 1st or the 15th, or if we've somehow ended up at a point where we're releasing episodes even faster at that date. Catch you then on the flip mode. Peace.